So today's video, we're gonna work on mounting the ABS module in the new spot and maybe run the rear brake lines, so come along. Yeah, I know I've put a post up recently to do the electric power steering or the ABS first. I ordered the part, it's not here, otherwise that is what we'd be working on. So instead of not doing anything, we're gonna work on at least getting the pump mounted. And I got stuff to do the rear brake lines, so maybe we'll run the rear brake lines to here. The fronts, we're probably gonna have to wait a little bit, but I think if we can at least get this mounted and in place, that'll be a step in the right direction. So yeah, we gotta modify this bracket. I think we gotta cut some ears off of here and here. Then we'll drill some holes in it and drill some holes down here for some riv nuts. And then in theory, it'll mount like, right about like that. In theory. But Jason brought his stuff for cutting, so I think that's what he's gonna do first. And yeah, I might work on getting the rear end jacked up and maybe pull the wheels off. Yeah, so this is what we came up with right down here. So these two middle ones right here are the ones for the back. I think that's what we're gonna work on right now. I can't find my wheel lock. It shouldn't be that big a deal. We're not gonna bleed them or anything like that. So I think we'll probably jack up the rear end and kind of crawl underneath there and see. So what we'll end up doing is drilling through the body and we'll run a bulkhead. That way we can run a line up to, like, without having to use grommets and stuff like that. Is the idea. But yeah, I think right now what we'll do is we'll jack it up and see what kind of stuff we're dealing with there. Yeah, so we cut the line off here. I think what we're gonna do is just run it across the frame with some P-clamps. And we just drilled one of the bulkhead fittings over here. So I think I'm gonna whip that line out real quick. I don't know if we'll run the line from there to here because I don't have any of the P-clips. I mean, we probably could. We'll see what I feel like doing. We do have to do the other side as well, though, to do the same thing. That line will probably be inside the car, most of it. Already tighten it, Jason. So yeah, let's get this one line made and yeah, I guess continue doing what we were doing. Yeah, so we got this one ran here real quick. I think we're gonna work on doing this inner one here real quick as well. That way the inside for the rear is done. We probably could make the outside for the rears. We just don't have any P-clamps to mount them yet.
Let's wait for the clamps and we can get it all done. We'll put the wheel on, then we don't have to worry about it. Then we know it's done.
But yeah, I think we'll do this side here real quick and well, see how we're feeling for the rest of it. Alright, so yeah, we got that one right there. Runs across the back. And back into the module again. Ideally, I would have really probably liked to have run like stainless steel lines, but if you've ever dealt with stainless steel lines, they are a pain in the butt to flare and bend and do all that. I like using these copper lines. You're not going to see them anyway, so who cares? But I think what we're going to do is maybe work on doing some of the wheel parts here, or maybe see if we can find some P-clamps. But that might be all we're gonna do tonight. I don't really know yet, but yeah, let's keep plugging away at this. All right, so we're back again. We actually got some P-clamps and everything to start running the brake lines to the actual bulkhead fittings. A little bit of a spoiler because that video is gonna come out later, but cut the quarter off. I don't want you guys to get confused, like, whoa, what happened? It's coming, don't worry about it. But I'm gonna have Jason doing this. I've got some stuff that we're gonna split duties here. We're gonna work on 2 things so we can get some more content pushed out. But yeah, what we're gonna do is put you guys on time lapse, and we're just gonna measure this and get these all done, and we'll call it good on the rear brakes.
I made the driver's side one first.
Oh yeah, the driver's side first. Yeah.
I measured it on the passenger side. I was wrong. It was for the driver's side.
Definitely didn't make it too short, that's for sure.
No, because it works over there. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's take a look at them. Ooh, I dig that. Oh yeah, that looks good, Jason. But I hate to inform you, you're technically not done.
No. Yeah, I'm done with this portion of it.
Not really.
No?
Remember this line back here?
Yeah. What's wrong with that one?
We need a riv nut.
Oh yeah, no worries.
No, they look good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some riv nuts on this line, holding it, and then the rear brakes are technically done at that point. I mean, obviously they have to get bled, but yeah. So Jason, I'll have you keep going here, and then we'll double check your work then.
Oh, okay.
No, okay.
Sounds good.
Make sure you don't make them too short. There we go, Jason. Looks way better. Yeah, so now everything's nice and secured. So we started doing this ABS relocate probably almost a year ago at this point. We were waiting on this for quite a while. There was a back order or something from Chase Bays. We've also had it for quite a while because we've been doing other stuff. So I think our goal for tonight is to at least get this in the car, and then we can run the rest of the brake lines really, because once this is in, we can get the brake lines from this to the module, from the module back up front here. And then in theory, the hydraulic system's done. We'll have to obviously pump it up and bleed everything. The first thing that we're gonna have to do here is, if you look, that's off center. So we gotta grind away a little bit at the top up there. Then once that's done, it's pretty much cut and dry. The reason they have it off center is for a better pedal ratio, so you get better braking out of it. So I'm gonna have Jason go on this while I'm working on the 8.6, and we'll update you once we get in. So we got it all in. Noticed a little bit of a problem though. We can't fill it up. It's right underneath the cowl. So we're gonna pull it out, see if we can flip the reservoir around so that way it's up here. It'll be a little tight, but it should at least in theory be able to be filled up with maybe some trimming. So we're gonna pull that out, flip it around real quick, and then go from there. Yeah, so Jason's got it all flipped around right. You just take out this bolt and flip it around. Pretty easy. Hopefully I have clearance now.
We'll see what happens. Go roll around underneath the car for a bit.
Yeah, so there it is in the other way. I just tested it. It does come off. It's tight, but it'll come off. Thankfully, once the brake system's all bled and everything, in theory, we don't have to constantly be filling it up. But yeah, it looks good though. Well, we moved it over to the hoist. Jason's gonna work on getting some of the old brake lines out. Once it's on the hoist, we can actually run the front lines to the master, to the ABS, from the ABS to the front wheels. Probably not going to do that tonight. That might be something for the next episode. That way we can bleed everything, see if we have any leaks. That way we have a working hydraulic system. But we'll at least get these lines out here tonight and see how we're feeling. Yeah, so we got most of the brake lines and everything all off here. I was talking to Jason about running all the brake lines so that way we have working hydraulics. But I don't want to take brake lines out with brake fluid on fresh paint. So I actually think the next course of action is maybe getting the engine bay painted. I think it makes the most sense in my head. But that means that's gonna have to come out again. Sorry, Jason. But anyway, that's where I'm gonna leave this video. So if you guys like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe and we'll see you next time.